Hello beans, hello. Welcome to episode 4 of Create Above and Beyond Modded Minecraft as streamed by IkkyDoot. Hello. Good evening. Even the duck says good evening, happy Friday, happy Friday. We are going to start potentially with trying to find some bamboo. Because I kind of need some bamboo if we're going to do the thing. So we might have to do a bit of exploring, because we're going to try and get the strainer base finished, and I have a feeling the best place to get bamboo is probably going to be up here somewhere. Also, is that a village I spy? That might be a village. So we'll go over that way and we'll see what happens. Just for the start of things, village. Maybe. So we've got a point there, and we've got prairie, groves, various other mangrove, more podzol, probably another meteor crater there. Probably. But yes, we're going to go on a bit of an explore to start off this episode, I think. See what we can find, come back and sort out the strainer bases, because that's going to be, although maybe not going to go explore immediately because the sun's going down. Maybe not going out there immediately. But while we were preparing for the stream tonight, I have officially sorted out my boxes. So I've got all of my miscellaneous stuff in here that I don't really use. All of my more gadgety based create stuff in here. Random box. Everyone needs a random box. And blocks box. I also took the liberty to make some extra food while we were just waiting for things to load up. we've got, this looks like those are the cranes, I think. And over here, and there's definitely a flamingo. And they make a little doo-doo sound as well, which is kind of cute. Right, so we wanted jungle. I did just see it, where'd it go? I think that one's the one, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Oh, and we've got red plants up here. I wonder what those are. Let's have a look, see. Maybe they're baby mangrove things. So I don't want a billion lily pads in my bag. Thank you. I do want my boat. Oh, it's coffee. Shut up. That's kind of cool. So we don't want the seeds, but we do want coffee. Coffee cherries. Coffee or cherry? Do you plant it just like a... Yeah, you do. Okay. Well, that's cool. Well, we grab a couple of these and then we can make ourselves coffee. That's kind of funny, isn't it? We didn't come over here looking for coffee, but we found coffee. Do like my coffee. There we go. Right. Meanwhile, we were still looking for bamboo. I did pick up my boat. Yes, I did pick up my boat. Maybe we can also have a look-see for... Oh, there we go. I was just going to say it as well, and we found one. Cocoa bean. We might have to chuck something else out of our bag, though, to pick it up. Yeah. Sticks. Let's get rid of the sticks. And we'll take the cocoa beans instead. Bamboo! Oh! There it is. I see it. I see it. This journey was worth it all for that one piece of bamboo there. Look at that. Look at that beautiful, beautiful piece of construction there. Bamboo. We only really need one bit, but we'll pick up as much as we can before we go zooping back to our base. And we've still got our cabbage rolls, so that's good. Can't imagine cabbage rolls tastes all that nice, actually, to be fair. And we have our now very cheap, very simple, kind of early game shulker boxes. And you can make these. I believe you can make these, so kind of cool as well. Do they not stack? No. They also make a very cool sound when you zip them up. So let's see if we can find the recipe. Because we saw it earlier in the crafting thing, so it's a bunch of flax and a string. Makes a sack. So you can make yourself a cheap thingy to walk around with. Oh, it does only stack to 4. Huh. But, never mind. Well, that's fine. So we're going to pop the workbenches in here for now, and the pan. Probably also the emerald, actually. And we shall hop up the stairs again. Doo-be-doo-be-doo-doo. Chuck a bunch more things in here as well. Could probably have planted the coffee cherries, I mean, I've never used. So we get coffee beans, which turns into roasted coffee. Oh, I can run it past the bulk blaster. That's kind of cool. The bulk furnace. And then we turn that into ground coffee or a roasted coffee block. Looks a little bit like a dumbed down version of magma. I've never used it. Oh, there you go. Look, magma coffee block. Not sure what you would want that for, but I mean, I guess. Oh, you can coffee plates, right? To make a coffee ingot. To make coffee tools. Huh. Okay. Fair dinkies. And we made it back in time for a nap. Avoiding phantoms. I don't want phantoms. I really don't like phantoms. Sorry. A bit of a pain. Right. We are back into the house. Haha. So I'm going to grab some of these. Pop that in there. What we're going to do is we're going to go get some of the other bits. And then we can actually put our strainer base together and show you how that works. So we're going to snack that. Pop that there. How is that rice still not grown? It wasn't grown at the beginning of the episode. I suppose I probably spent too much time away from it. Ah well. It's fine. Best way to harvest bamboo, I hear you ask. It's with a sword. And it makes such an ever satisfying, like, dong 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 dong. It's like dominoes listening to it go. It's wonderful. Very satisfying. Very satisfying. Now we pop back to our crafting room. It really isn't a crafting room, it's more likely a hole in the ground. There we go. And we have ourselves 3 canvas. So we can make ourselves one of the strainer tops. So what do I mean by strainer tops? Well, we have the... it's not in that box. So last time, we made 2 of these. 2 of these do create yourselves things like clay and like sand, so on and so forth. So you can auto-generate, although the nets have a limited use with them, so you do need to keep making them. But if I quickly search it up, you'll see what I mean. So to make the strainer base, what you needed was one of the andesite machines and some iron bars will make you the strainer base. To make the andesite machine, this is what we were all working to last time, you need the iron saw, one of the cogwheels, a wooden, like a log, and an andesite alloy, which will make you one of the kinetic mechanisms. Once you've got one of those, you surround it around the andesite casing, which is one andesite alloy and a log. You surround that with 8 of those kinetic mechanisms, and you make yourself the andesite machine. So last time, we made 2 of these, and we're going to have one that will catch fish, and one that will catch sediment. When I say catch sediment, it will filter sediment. It's probably a better way of putting it, right? So we've got our canvas. You can make some various other things with this, so a basket and paintings and so on, books. What we want to make is this. Or this. And at the moment we've got the bamboo, so we'll make this the fishing net. So I'm going to pop the button here, move items, moves it into my inventory, into my crafting grid. So it's 3 bamboo, 3 canvas, another 3 bamboo gives you a fishing net. This only has 100 uses, but it is so helpful. And at the rate that that bamboo grows, you won't be struggling to find some. So how do we get this guy going? Easy peasy. Generally easy peasy. So what you do is you just nip down into water where you don't have a current farm. So my kelp farm's here. So I'm going to pop my strainer bases down there, because then they won't be interrupted by anything over there. They need to be in at least 1 to 2 blocks of water above them, at least. And generally they prefer to be not surrounded by anything else. So that placement there, as you can see, definitely a couple of blocks down and clear around the edges should be more than enough. So to attach the net to the box, pop the net in your hand, go back down into the water, right click, and as you can see it automatically attaches here. So if you click on the strainer base, I'm going to go off and breathe really quickly. There we go. Right, if you click on the strainer base, you can see this is where the inventory, this is where the fish will go or whatever. Because this is the fishing net one, it requires bait. This is why we've got this red exclamation mark here. So we just need to go and grab the worms that we made last time. So to refresh your memories, we made a worm bin last time here. All you have to do with that is, if I grab something that would actually work in there. I think that works in there. I'll grab that as well, just in case. Right. This is the worm bin. All you do is you pop in the food and it turns into a worm. Different types of food have different... see, you can't put all the food in here. There's the pumpkin, which just isn't going in there. But most foods do and get turned into a worm. You can also get them via using the garden trowel, but generally I find this way is easier. Hoik your worm out. You can use this for other stuff as well, but hoik your worm out. I've got a couple more here from when I built it last episode. And all we're going to do is take this worm, plop down to our strainer base again, open up into the bottom box part and chuck the worm in there. You now see this has no problems detected, and it's got a percentage bar on the side telling you how quickly it will catch things, or the time left before it catches the next thing. So if we go back there later, we should have some fish, which solves an awful lot of our problems about all of the food problems. That's why we've been eating things like cabbage rolls and easy peasy. So yeah, we managed to get one of the strainer bases going. Ta-da! Quite chuffed with that. That will definitely make food a lot easier. So worth bearing in mind. Each step that you do, you might think, oh god, you're going backwards. You're not. You just feel like you are sometimes. It's worth bearing in mind that sometimes you do, like every time you do something, it adds to the thing you've already done. So you're not going backwards. You're not going backwards. Although the start of some games can be a lot slower than the start of some other games. Especially when it comes to modded. Like, one of the other games that I played with modded didn't take very long to really kind of kick the ground, you get the ground beneath your feet and go. Especially when it starts with things such as vein miner, where you can use it to mine up an entire vein in one stroke. Because then you don't spend all of your time at the start getting resources. It's just instantly easy. And that was one of the ones, that one actually was Astroblock, starts with vein miner, which I don't mind, because you know it's keeps things different and interesting. But the quicker I get comfortable with resources, the quicker I get bored. And boredom is a big thing. And either then the point is go and start a new base or a new area, or go and find another mod park, another thing to explore, another thing to do. And generally I like to stick with ones that do take a bit more work in getting going, like this one, where you do spend a lot of your time just getting your first area set up a bit more. So I'm patching out this area a little bit more so I can plant some more of the rice, increase production. So we'll pop down these guys and get them growing as well while we're here. And since we are here at the base, things will be growing as we're working along, so we'll be able to nip back every now and then and harvest it. And since we do need nets to keep all of that going, having these growing is definitely no bad thing. So we're just going to increase the crop a little bit. That's the warning you get. I don't know if you just saw that pop across my screen. If you try and plant it outside of water, it does come up with a thing that says this won't much like it outside of water. There you go. Won't survive well out of shallow water. So it took me a while to realise that. And then I was like, oh, what am I doing? Why am I doing it? Oh, it's not working. Yeah, kind of helpful. Right. Easy peasy. So that's all that planted again. We could do with making now the next step of the chain. So if I go back to my high aspirations in here with the automatic forest, what we want to do really is get this chain going a bit better and this chain going a bit better. So probably the first step, if we go for we're going to continue trying to do this one for sure, the underwater garden, the kelp farm, but in order to do that we need to make some of the create items. So pop that open. So the things that we need next for the kelp farm really is going to be, I'm trying to find it now, the mechanical harvester. So I mentioned a bit about this last time, but I didn't go too far into it because I don't want to flood you with information, but we'll go into this one a bit more now. So if I hold W to ponder, you'll see a bit more about it. So the idea is this will be underwater, and as it goes round it will chop the kelp up. And as it goes round, anything harvested goes into a box that is attached to the contraption. This is why I needed to have the glue to make this work. So we'll be making one of these to collect the kelp as it goes around. Quite simple, quite easy. You do get 2 for the price of one of those mechanisms. And we'll probably only need 2 as we're not going to be having a massive kelp farm, and it does grow very fast and it will pick up as it goes around. So what we might need to make more of though is this, the andesite alloy. Because I don't think we have enough to make more of the andesite contraptions just yet. Because we need to make a bunch of these again, the kinetic mechanisms, which means you need at least 8 of this and some wood. So we might have to go and grab some wood real quick. We've only got 3 of those. And possibly some more andesite. Although easily, andesite right here. So I guess this counts as expanding some of our base, right? That's right, eventually this will be a much bigger room with storage and such. We will be using drawers as we get into this, so expanding up a little bit isn't a bad thing. There we are. Right, simples. So now what we're going to do... Oh, we don't have enough iron to make another pick, but that's fine. We'll cook some up. Don't worry. We've still got some more crushed ore here, so we'll cook that up. What we do need though is the algal brick and the andesite cobble. Pop that there. Pop that there. So 2 andesite cobble, 2 algal brick. Gets you your andesite alloy. Pop that back in there and that back in there, because we don't want to use this for anything else like crafting or building buildings or whatever. We want to keep that on its own. We need the iron saw, we need the cog wheels, and we need some trees. So we're just going to go and quickly nab some trees that we planted from last time. I told you. Ooh. Hello. I told you last time it's a good idea to plant trees as you chop them down. Generally, I wasn't lying about that, because you will be cutting down a lot. So the Wandering Trader has a bit of a naff deal this time. So we've got oak sapling, melon seeds, jungle sapling, brown mushroom, green dye, and podzol. I thank you, good sir, for visiting me today, but I don't want any of that. Bit naff. Never mind. Always worth having a look, seeing what the Wandering Trader's got. You can use emeralds to trade with him. Sometimes they have stuff that's really rather rare, like the seashells and other things, or even stuff from Create. I know that the hermits from Hermitcraft have actually edited some of the items that they can pay for, so you can change it to give you heads instead or something else. So worth bearing in mind. Worth bearing in mind. But yeah, Wandering Trader. I have seen people make farms out of Wandering Traders. I don't know how humane that is, but then, I mean, this is coming from someone that does make villager trader halls, so, you know, I can't really talk about, you know, slavery and all that if I'm then trapping villagers in my own little way. Sounds really bad, doesn't it? Oof. I promise I'm not a bad person. Right. We have our logs. We have our andesite. We have the iron saw, and we have our cogwheel. Pop them all into the crafting grid up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because you need to surround the andesite framing with 3 of them. I probably need to light that up so nothing comes in there, but do that in a mo. Grab some more sticks for good measure. Don't really want to have things coming in and poking me in the eye. There's the andesite casing. So refresher quickly. Andesite casing, very simple to make, very quick and easy. Is the basis to all of the other things. And as I said, it was just 1 andesite alloy. 1 log gives you 2 of the andesite casing. So it's quite a cheap item to make. So we're going to pop that in the middle. Pop these around the outside. Like that. And we've got ourselves the andesite machine. So we've got ourselves, that's our 3rd one that we've made so far. And what we want to do is we want to pop it into the stone cutter to make the mechanical harvester. Because we're going to have that mechanically harvesting. You guessed it. Mechanically harvesting some of the kelp. So we're going to pop our stone cutter out now. Should we put it somewhere where we don't cut our feet on it every time we step over it? And as mentioned last time, you pop this into the stone cutter. You can make all sorts of different things with it. So we've got the funnel, the tunnel, the mechanical harvester, which is what we're making this time, the mechanical plough, which I've never used, but it has its uses, so I'm not gonna whine about it. The portable storage interface, and the utility pipe module. we definitely want to turn this into the mechanical harvesters, and you get 2 for the price of 1, so not too shabby. There we go. Into there. We should have enough of this now to make our second strainer, as promised. So pop that there. Chopping up the rice that we just harvested, which gives us rice and straw. So the rice and the straw, what we do is we take the straw and put it in a 2x2, and it gives us the canvas. We now have the canvas. All we need to do is find the sticks. What did I do with the sticks again? We don't want to make another bamboo one because that would be trying to give us more fish. We want to make the sticks one, which will give us, hopefully, sand and stuff. So push U on it just so we pull the recipes up, and it's the same layout as the original one, but this time we have sticks and canvas. So 3 sticks, canvas, 3 sticks. If I push the plus button, moves it all into there, and this one has 300 uses and doesn't require any kind of bait, which is absolutely wonderful that you don't have to put bait in with it. Gonna pop that in there, make some more worms while we can. Seems a bit crazy to use them, but it's better to use them, and using like the carrots and stuff, because you're not using it in a recipe right now, and there's no point in hoarding it. So worms into there. Breathe really quickly. So the strainer base that's down there for the other one, pop the net into your hand, the sediment strainer into your hand, swim down to it, right click, and it will attach itself to the strainer. And if you click the bottom, right click the bottom, you'll see it's in here, it's working, and the status is no problems detected. It doesn't need anything to capture the sand. There is no bait required. We'll go back now and check the strainer so you can see what I mean about collecting resources while you're doing other stuff. This is a big part of it, so you can really see I've got some sand in here already and some clay, and in that very short amount of time, so well worth investing in one of those. I recommend it entirely to get yourself going. So we'll pop these in here, the ones that we didn't use. There we go. Simples. There we are. We've made ourselves another thingy. We'll pop those in there for now. This does mean we're going to need to go digging again for a lot more. I shan't bore you with that. I might, because you've already seen the cave down there, or I will do it as a speedy bit next time. Keep things a bit interesting for you guys. If you have any suggestions as well, please do feel free to come to me and make a suggestion and say, hey, why didn't you do it like this instead of that? I'm not going to get angry. I'm not going to get angry with you. Quite a chill night this time. I hope you all had fun watching it. Pop these back into the box. I won't bother chopping those up now. I'm not going to cook them, so eh. And that there as well. Yeah, I'm not going to bother cooking them now, so I might as well just pop them in a box. We'll wait until we get something worth actually doing with it. We've got that, and that. I feel like we should have some kelp somewhere, but it doesn't look like we do. Ah, I knew we had some more kelp. Might as well get that going too. So next time we will be looking into a lot more of the water wheel side of things. And getting that going. So that'll be a bit more exciting for you all. Because then we'll make ourselves one of the Stamper Smoosher things and really get that working for us. Did I hear one of the llamas spit at something? Oi! Behave. Ah well. Weirdos. Well, I am satisfied with that. I think we will leave it there for the evening. I hope you all had fun watching. I hope you all have a absolutely wonderful weekend, whatever you're doing, and I will catch you on the next episode, which is next Wednesday. Lots of love and peace out.